I'm Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. As you may remember from a previous video where me and my mom were trying to raise funds for our scholarship for the nonprofit organization that we work for. The nonprofit organization that we work for is an emotional wellness program. It's kind of like group therapy. It's that kind of setting where you have about 5 to 8 people in the same room going through the same material. It's kind of like a class. I've personally gone through it myself and it's helped me in so many ways. I highly suggest you check it out if you're looking for something like that. I'll put the links down below in the description. Today is a topic I wanted to discuss because personally it's something that I am dealing with currently in my life, especially because of the holidays. Because of the holidays, I am in contact with people I don't see year-round, and they are very toxic. What I want to talk about is how to deal with toxic people in your life. I am not a trained psychologist. I just want to put that out there. Disclaimer, I have been through our emotional wellness program, and I just wanted to speak out of my experience dealing with toxic people, and I hope that something here could help you if you have to deal with toxic people, especially around the holidays. So because I know that I'm going to have to be dealing with some people that have really hurt me in the past who are very toxic, I came up with what I call my battle plan. But before I do that, there's just a few things that I wanted to touch on before I got into my battle plan. First thing that I want to say is how you feel about how somebody treats you is okay, and it's valid. Feelings aren't right or wrong. They just are. And that is okay. It is okay to feel hurt. Secondly, it is okay to cut out toxic people from your life if that's what you need to do for your own mental health. For me, that is something that I wanted to do, but it's hard because I'm related to this person. And they are attached to somebody else that I won't see if I cut that other person out. And so for that reason, I still have to deal with that person. And so I have come up with what I call my battle plan because I know that I'm going to have to deal with this person this holiday season. And I need a game plan in order to survive this. I mean, just as an example, I'm still emotionally recovering from the last time I saw them, and the last time I saw them was a couple months ago. In fact, I'm still emotionally recovering from the time before that I saw them, which was a year ago, or almost a year ago. So this is something that I need to do, and it's something that I need to work on. The first step in my battle plan is don't overthink it. This is something that I do constantly in many areas of my life. I'm working on it because it can be detrimental to your mental health and anxiety level and stress level, and that's not good, and I am working on it. But in this instance, don't relive stuff that's happened in the past. I know for me, I get stuck in a loop, I get stuck playing a loop in my head of all the hurtful things that this person has said or done to me that I'm still working out, and I'm still dealing with the emotional ramifications of those actions. And don't overthink what might happen. You know, like for me, I'm like, well, what if this happens? And what if this happens? And in one area that I do this is, I think I mentioned it in my video where I did the keto treats. I am severely allergic to gluten. I get very, very sick. And while this person didn't admit that they did this, one time when I was over at their house after I had told them and I'd been gluten for a while, I had a very rough ride home because I was super sick because something that they said was gluten-free actually wasn't. And I feel like that was on purpose. And like I said, they haven't admitted that, and I think it's mostly because I haven't told them that I was sick. Just because I didn't, like, originally I didn't say anything because I didn't want them to feel bad. But then I was also thinking, like, because they've made snide remarks since about me not actually needing to be gluten-free, that it's just a choice. And I feel like it might be because I didn't tell them I was sick. And so now they don't think so. So, like, stuff like that where I'm like, what if they do that again? If they did do it. Disclaimer, okay, I don't know for sure. That's just a hunch. But that's something that gives me anxiety thinking about. So I kind of just need to let that go and don't eat anything that I know for sure has gluten in it. The next step in my battle plan is to accept that I can't change them and they may never change. Toxic people sometimes just stay toxic unless they get the help that they need. Like life skills. Shameless advertising. This is really hard for me because it's really hard for me to accept that they may never change. I've had a lifetime of dealing with this person because I'm related to him. And it's so hard to think that they may never change because I'm literally at that point where I'm ready to cut them off, even if that means having to cut off the other people that I don't necessarily want to cut off. But I have so much anxiety seeing them that it's getting to the point where what's best for me is cutting them out. And that's really hard for me to do because family is so important to me. Step 3 in my battle plan: know what they say doesn't define you. If they do backhanded compliments or like something that's happened to me where they just straight up say what they think to your face, stand strong in the truth they refuse to see. This is so important for me because I struggle with needing people to know and understand my side of the story or to see where I'm coming from. And I have to come to terms with that doesn't always happen in life with people. And so that is definitely something I need to work on a lot. Number 4, let it go. Because it's not hurting them, it's hurting you. The hardest thing to forgive is a person who never says sorry. It's hard. And it stinks. But sometimes forgiving them and moving on is the best thing that you can do for you. I know for me, I would love to talk to them about how I feel. About, like, hey, you did this and it made me feel like this. But sometimes toxic people aren't safe. And no matter what you say to them, they will never see your side of the story. They will only see it from their narrow perspective. And sometimes what you just have to do is just to say, I'm letting it go for me, and I'm going to forgive them for me. Forgiving them doesn't mean what they did is okay, or that it didn't happen. It means that you are letting go, and you're letting yourself move on. And that is a crucial step in healing from a toxic person. I am preaching to myself because I'm still working on this. But I hope that something that I said has helped you. I didn't want to go into too many specifics. I may or may not include the stories that I told along with all of this. I don't know yet. Just because I wanted this to be more like how to deal with toxic people and not just me ranting about different stuff that's happened to me. It's something that I felt very strongly about sharing with you, because I know that there's a lot of toxic people out there, and so I hope that something that I said hit home and that I helped in some way. Please feel free to share your story, what you've been through, or whatever you feel like you need to share down in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.